We are back in the black hole of real estate, and today I want to talk about rockets, and not the kinds that go into outer space, although this may take you to space when you hear some of the news right now. But no, Rocket Mortgage, they are in the news right now, and today we're going to talk to you about what's going on and where it may lead to. This is your host, Ron Wysakarski, for the black hole of real estate. So if you've been checking out the real estate sections or the financial areas of the news, you may have come across some recent news regarding Rocket Mortgage. It wasn't just a couple weeks ago. There was announcements leading with more information about how they are going to buy Redfin. So, the real estate brokerage, Redfin, that of the incredible website that so many people use across the country. And I have friends that work with Redfin. Rocket Mortgage is in deep process now of buying Redfin. So how that merger acquisition occurs, it looks like Redfin will become a part of the Rocket Mortgage business model. And now with that, no one really knows what that means for the managers and agents that work for Redfin, but as with all acquisitions, time will tell. Now, it's interesting because in the real estate space, Redfin has always been customer service directed, amazing technology and one-to-one service. Their agents are compensated, I would say, differently than most agents across the country. And, the lead flow goes right through the website. So they spend a lot of time on the technology piece to help people find the right properties, and then they select a Redfin agent. And so now Rocket's taking over this, which to me is probably aligned with bundling of services. They've got the mortgage piece, they've got the buyer piece. My suspicion is they can qualify online, get pre-approved, get set up with an agent, pick out a property, and streamline that process. At least that's what I think it's going to happen over here. And the other portals could be doing the same thing. It could be Zillow. It's been talked for years that Zillow would do something like this, but here we are right now. Rocket Mortgage is doing it. And before you could really let it sink in what's happening on this piece, then there's other news that Rocket Mortgage is now buying Mr. Cooper. So Mr. Cooper, buying a human being. Mr. Cooper is the nickname for the largest mortgage servicing company in the United States. So they are the ones that collect all the payments for many different mortgages across the country. Many times you purchase a loan and eventually it'll get sold a couple of times. The servicing part, the loan, the mortgage, that doesn't change. But the servicing part, who collects the money, who collects the escrows for taxes and insurance, and who makes all of those payments? Mr. Cooper, that's the big one. So somehow, Rocket Mortgage, in short order, is acquiring a major real estate brokerage and also the servicing for loans across the country, which gives them the opportunity to get a look at the possibilities for refinances down the road, new acquisition purchases, and a whole boatload of data. And honestly, these days, the ones that control the data tend to control the marketplace and gain the most market share. So Rocket Mortgage is making a huge play right now. And of course, you're wondering, what does this have to do with you? How does it affect you? Well, a couple of things. It might affect you in a wondrous way. If you are positioning yourself to make a home purchase and you're looking to streamline the process, if the mortgage and the search and the agent were all tethered together, for some that may be an advantage. Now, I don't know if that's going to get you a better price in a house or a better agent, but if you're looking for just everything in one place, one-stop shopping, this could be a solution. And it's not a unique thing. I believe that there's many real estate brokerages and teams out there that have also aligned preferred lenders, preferred title, preferred vendors, amazing agents on amazing teams across the country. So the model itself has been in place, but now we're looking at it at a gigantic scale. As opposed to a team that's doing 50, 100, 500, or even 5,000 sales a year, now, could Rocket have a capacity of 100,000 sales a year? I don't know what that number looks like. But as the wheel starts to turn, there could be the lessons of scale brought into this where they could in theory, bring down some pricing at every level. Now, the flip side of that is there's likely, because it's on scale, likely to be massive profits if they can accomplish this. So one has to wonder, as we see this thing building upon itself right now, is it the best possible consumer experience? It might be, it might not be. We can't tell the future on that. Could it save consumers money? It might. It absolutely could. I'd argue on the other side of this, if you got a little conspiracy theory in you and, monopolization pieces in the back of your mind, if they control all the different pieces, could they then elevate prices and give consumers fewer options? Listen, everything's possible, and I'm not picking a side right now, but I am, going to give you some options over here and some for instances, not intended to trigger you, but if you're feeling triggered right now, that is a response. So when a behemoth like Rocket Mortgage picks up a gigantic real estate company and the biggest mortgage servicing company, and set to roll that out over the course of the year, when we believe that interest rates will slowly go down between now and the end of the year, it could be a massive play for Rocket Mortgage. For the consumer, if you feel that your interests are best served by a bundled service package and you like the convenience, this could be a huge option for you. If you like to shop individually and shop mortgage rates and shop agents for their expertise, their track record, yes, their commission, you can shop everything these days and assemble the pieces on your own, that might be a way to get the best performance at every level and possibly the best pricing. I believe somewhere along the way, if you're going to hire, the best doctor, the best attorney, or the best agent, they might cost more than the average ones or the ones brand new to business. And I do believe that that's one of the things we would want to look for as a company massively scales. And let's just look at Rocket. Somewhere at Rocket is the most tenured veteran person that works there that's the most amazing, and all they do and won all the awards. And in another part, there's somebody who's brand new, just learning the ropes in their business, their family of businesses. And I believe that it's neither as good as it looks or as bad as it looks. It's always somewhere in between there. What it's looking to me, if I was going to just spell it out there, you still got to do your homework. You still have to consider what you're shopping for first, and then shop for what you're looking for. If you're looking for the best possible agent, you're probably not shopping price. If you're shopping for the cheapest service, you're probably not going to get the best agent. And I hope that makes sense. There's a reason, that Walmart has, low prices, or the lowest, or Amazon does. And they're chasing, the elusive rabbit of best possible price and best possible service. That takes a long time to also have the best product available. And I'm not saying it's impossible to do, but it takes time, and it takes scale, and it takes trust. So as a consumer, the question I would pose to you today is, do you feel that any company can satisfy the whole ball of wax, every step of the whole sales process, the mortgage, the title, finding the property, the website, all of the services around for inspections, and of course, the best possible agent? Could somebody actually pull that off? And it's just a question, because I don't know. Anything and everything is possible, but just because it's possible, should we be attempting it, and should we be accepting that service or choosing it? It's a really good question. Now, on the other side, are you adamant that even if the most amazing service is out there and it was proven to work beyond a shadow of a doubt to give the best of everything, would you still want to go through the process on your own and make all those selections individually based on personal relationships or something that resonates with you? See, I think people are still going to want to do that. At the end of the day, I think that people are likely to gravitate towards a solution where it's all in one. And I believe there's an equal and opposite set of people that are just going to do it in the way that they feel is best to select each candidate along the way. All right, so that's the Rocket story for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this one. And if you got some comments, I definitely want to hear them. I think that this is something we're going to come back and revisit a few more times over the course of this year. This is your host, Ron Wojciechowski, for the Black Hole of Real Estate.